What's the deal with fat serving as calorie insurance? This is a concept I kind of made up in my mind and it works for me. Hi, in case you're new to this channel and don't know who I am Slick Nick, your personal keto bro. I'm not a doctor, not a dietitian, not a nutritionist. I'm just some random guy on the internet who is having success in my 40s, now that I turned 40 a month and a half ago, in cutting fat and toning muscle, reaching my goals, fitting in the clothes that are the right size. I'm not wearing clothes to cover up my stomach that sticks out anymore, and therefore it fits better on me. Clothes look better on me now. So I'm seeing success in that, and I'm sharing what I've learned in my personal life to help anybody out there who has similar goals. So let's go ahead and check out this concept of using fat as calorie insurance. So let me go ahead and show you. In my coffee, when I wake up, usually before I go to the gym, like today I did it after, but I'll have my coffee, which I just do black instant coffee. I do a teaspoon of black instant coffee. And then I also will put a teaspoon, which is really half of a serving, of this MCT oil. So that's, well, like 65 calories, and it's pure fat. And I have that with my coffee. In theory, if you want to say that's my breakfast or my workout fuel, you could, because that's really the only calories I'm gonna have until at least, usually about this time of the day, 10, 11. And then from there, I may have more of a coffee with fat in it kind of thing to tide me over to get as long as I can before I start actually eating real food and consuming carbohydrates and or protein, which really starts opening up that door for me to want even more food. But I can satiate the desire for food with fat. So it's, like I said, calorie insurance. Another one I want to pull up here is heavy whipping cream. This is a new one now. So granted, it's not like on keto, it's no carbs. No, it's low carbs, not no carbs. You train your body to burn its opening calories of the day on fat instead of carbohydrates. So even if as I often will have carbohydrates in my first meal, now at this point, whether it's unsweetened oats or whether it's Dave's Killer Bread, the thin sliced, usually it's gonna be about 150 calories worth of carbs in that opening meal. And I may not have carbs later on. That may be my main carbs for the day other than frozen berries. But in my oatmeal, what I've started doing is I get a 1 ounce shot, which is basically 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and I put it there in my oats. And what that does, I also add a scoop of protein powder that I put in my oatmeal. It's really good, I like it a lot. And what that does, it gives me plenty of fat in there. I also put chia seeds in there, plenty of fiber, and then I've even got the protein in there. So even when I do have carbs, I'm souping them up with not only protein, but also fat. So the way I look at it, I'd rather take a hit on some fat earlier on in the day because I'm more likely to not need extra food later on in my actual real meals. Usually I have my first real meal usually around 2 and then my second one around 5. That's usually how it works. And so if that's the concept, I'm less likely to eat more in those actual meals if I add more fat earlier on in the day, sort of as a calorie insurance. Because ultimately I recognize that yes, carbohydrates on their own will make you hungrier and want more food. If you eat fat alone, it doesn't do that same thing. But I am gonna be eating carbs throughout the day, so I still wanna insert fat whenever I can, especially starting out the day, because in the end, what really matters, how many calories day in and day out that I'm consuming. So I'm gonna have days where I hit my target and I only have 1,800 calories for the day, and that's ideal for me as far as cutting more fat from my body. But I know there's gonna be days that I have over 2,000, and it's a matter of those days that I don't need really to eat more later on in the day, well, that's good for the fat loss. Your comments belong right here.